Ladies and gentlemen, in this video featuring the Asus GL503, we're going to cover three things. One, the typical temperatures that you are going to find during gameplay. There's two different video clips. Each video clip has temperatures within the last 2 hours of gameplay of said clip, so everything has been nice and heated up. The other thing you're going to notice is the GPU frequency is pretty darn stable. During gameplay, it's going to hover in the upper 1800 megahertz range. This out of a GTX 1060 laptop, not too shabby. To learn how to do that, you can use the MSI voltage curve editor tutorial that I will have linked in the description below. This is a 50-50 shot that this will work for you. This is for Pascal GPUs only. There's a lot of factors that go into place. Whether or not this will work for you, try it and find out for yourself. And then the last part that I want to demonstrate in this video is the performance improvement within the minimum frame rates when you go from a single channel RAM stick to a dual channel RAM stick. Now, this is really only important for those that are running a 120 Hz panel, which is what we do have on this particular laptop. The funny thing about high refresh rate panels is that it's not the GPU power that you need, it's the CPU grunt, and as much RAM flow as possible you can get to communicate with that CPU. So just in this demonstration alone, you are going to see nothing change except from single channel to dual channel, and the FPS crease is around 20 to 30 FPS. As you can see before you right now, these are the settings that I'm using to achieve my personal desired 120 FPS. With that out of the way, you can see this clip right now, we are using a single channel stick of RAM. One 16 gigabyte stick. The CPU is a i7 7700HQ. The GPU is a GTX 1060 3 gigabyte. We're holding a fantastic GPU frequency, but frame rate is a little low. You can see the GPU utilization is also a little low. Now that's to be expected as you dial some of the settings back. But if you have, let's say, a 7700K overclocked to 5 gigahertz and 3200 megahertz RAM, you can crank your settings to low and still maintain over an 80% GPU utilization because of all that raw runs and horsepower that you have. Now, in a laptop scenario, we have very little wiggle room to get more performance out of our CPU. So to keep things simple today, all I'm going to address is taking a single stick of RAM, the single 16 gigabyte stick of RAM, and then I'm going to remove that and put in two 4 gigabyte sticks of RAM. So not only am I going to show you an improvement with dual channel, but I'm actually going to cut the amount of RAM that we have available in half to further illustrate just how powerful a dual channel solution is over a single channel. Now, you 60 Hz gamers out there, this part does not pertain to you. Very seldom would you require faster RAM, dual channel RAM, or a stronger CPU in order to maintain a 60 FPS, minimum FPS. You see, CPUs have been able to pull that off for the last 10 years. 60 Hz is pretty easy. You want to crank out 120 FPS minimum, you can't get a strong enough CPU. So moving forward from the single channel video clip, check out the dual channel results. Now, immediately what should jump out before you is the pure FPS boost received from this. Now, I have not changed any of the settings. This is all very repeatable on your end, so feel free to have at it. You will get these exact same results. I'm on the same map I was before. This is all within the last of the 2-hour gaming binge, so everything has some nice thermal toastiness to it. You can see that the temperatures of the GPU and CPU, they're not that bad, are they? This laptop can hold its own pretty good. Again, before I was showing the peak temperatures. Now you get to see some real-life temps. The GPU frequency is holding nice and steady for the most part, upper 1800s. Thank you very much, MSI Voltage Curve Editor. But the frame rate, all we did was go from a single channel stick to a dual channel solution while simultaneously cutting the RAM in half. Now, by no means did that RAM lopped in half create a performance increase. I just wanted to really provide evidence of the amount of RAM that you have is nowhere near as important as going from single to dual channel, again, when you want these high frame rates. So hopefully this was clear. If not, you know what to do. Feel free to comment away. If you have any questions, I'll be there. And this is Bob of All Trades. Peace out.